excited for today. I am finally getting back out on the water. This is going to be my first trip of the year. It's unfortunately February, so it's still going to be cold. I wasn't planning on doing any winter fishing this year, but temps went up. It's 40 degrees right now. It's supposed to go up to around 50 later today, so I figured I'd jump at the opportunity. And I haven't been on the water since October of last year, so I've been itching to get out. I'm super excited. I'm going to try some new stuff this year. I'm going to try Euro Nymphing, which I've never done before. I got a whole new setup to try, and I just can't wait to get on the water. So let's get out there and wish me luck. All right, in my excitement to get out today, I forgot to bring the camera mount that attaches my camera to my chest here. So I'm not gonna have the typical video views that I normally do, but I do have a ground mount, so I'll still try to video myself. But it won't be quite the same angle that I'm used to doing, but oh well. I always forget something, right? All right, real quick, I finally made it to my first spot. I'm gonna try to explain this setup real quick. This is a European style nymphing rod. It's longer. It's got a softer tip, so hopefully it can detect some strikes a little better than my regular 5-weight rod. This is a 3-weight, by the way, but that's most of that light 3-weight is up at the tip. On the bottom, I've got, it's kind of sunny, but I've got two flies on here. These are weighted flies, or this one's actually not weighted. This is a perdigon. It's just very narrow. It's got a tungsten bead on it. It should sink a little faster. And that's tied on a tag at the top. That's called the dropper fly. And then this one down at the bottom, got a waltz worm. That's called the point fly. So let's see if we can nab a fish. Far enough. So the line's not. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice one, fish. first one I think was even on the pink perdigon. Man, right in front of me too. Still on there. I guess I played him a little too hard. I'll try it again. Alright, I'm moving on to a new spot. Bummer. I have such high hopes. It didn't even take me that long. I lucked into my first nice rainbow. Played it for a while, not too hard. I was getting used to the new drag system on this reel. It might have been a little too much drag, and he popped off. Which, in that hole I was fishing, is what seems to be a regular occurrence for me. I'm gonna try a new spot. I'll come back to there before I go. I know there's fish there, but hopefully I got it on camera, at least the fight. It was a nice looking rainbow. It was a good size. It was probably one of those fall stockies, but we'll try a new spot, see if we can grab something else. All right, this is my next spot. Now, talking about reading the water, I've caught a bunch of fish. There's a little deeper pool over there. You can kind of see some of the foam line coming down right in front of that dirt and trees and stuff right there. There's a little channel which I know trout like to hang out in sometimes, so I'm gonna drift a few through there and I'll try over there and see what we do. Alright, don't know if my battery's still working, but I got one. Whew. Let's see, let's check to see if this roll looks like it is. Alright, that's a nice looking fish too. Looks like we got about 14 inch. Took my rainbow warrior. Wow. Hold this guy up, wet the hands. It's cold water. Oh. Nice looking fish, hold on. Move it this way. There we go. And on top of the mouth. Come on. Really in there. There we go. Whoa, that is a beautiful looking fish. Give him a second to recover. Give me a second to recover. Jeez, I finally got one out of this hole. There he is. Looking pretty healthy in there. All right. My plan was to fish a few spots today. I fished a couple, but I wanted to drive to some other areas of this stream, but I've only got about an hour left, so I think I'm just gonna camp out here. This is where I just caught my last fish. This is a run that I've struggled with for a long time, but let's see if I can grab another one before we go. Well, that ends my first trip out for the year. I had a great time. I learned a lot. That was my first time Euro nymphing. It was hard to break some habits of me trying to cast like a normal 5-weight dry fly line, and so I kept making mistakes, and I always have some pretty bad casts. But after a while, and trying to remember the stuff I learned from the videos I watched, I got some decent casts in, and I need to get a lot more experience before I can say I'm any good at it. But hey, just after I started, I hooked into a really decent fish. I ended up losing him. Fly popped out of his mouth. I think maybe my drag was set a little too tight, but you know, I don't think I did anything wrong. I was putting side pressure on him. I was trying to bring him in nice and easy, but he popped off, and then it went silent for a while. I fished for a couple hours, nothing. And then near the end, I did manage to net one fish. Of course, I didn't catch on camera. That's what happens when you forget your camera mount. But I did bring him over to show. So I do have some video of him. You just can't see me catching him. But it was a good trip. Look forward to many more this year. And